Alright, so I guess I'm doing daily videos now just because if I get a thought, then um, I'd rather just speak my mind and maybe it'll hopefully become shorter videos. But there's too many expectations going on around right now. And I think one thing I've learned is anything that they say in the mainstream or alternative news, it tends to not happen the way it's hyped up to be. I think that there's all this hype that Trump was going to or is going to there's going to be like mass blackouts. um I don't know why exactly people want the blackouts. I guess they tie that into, you know, getting the last bits of people involved on who are bad or something. I don't know. And then there's going to be like an emergency broadcast system thing put out. And for anything that gets to this level of hype, I don't think it's going to happen that way. I'm really not sure with the inauguration what's going to happen. Um, Part of me thinks that they're going to just for show let Biden be inaugurated. I don't know. Something like this has never happened before, so of course when something of this magnitude has never really happened before in for I don't know how long, where pretty much ever, because the world is so connected now. It's already basically a new world order. It's just in an alpha beta stage or something you could say. But yeah, so I don't know how it's going to go down. There's talk about February 2nd or 3rd, which is interesting. As far as like tying up the storyline that's going on right now, which is, the election, um, and the F word, all the stuff involved with the election and the mass arrest stuff. That storyline, I guess, is more gonna be completed towards Groundhog Day. So I have to look into that more. But what's interesting when I heard people say that, and when I started listening to codes that were put out in the news, Trump was doing a one of his COVID addresses months ago at the early part, I think. Maybe it was like the beginning of summer, or I don't know, but he was doing those daily COVID briefings publicly, and he said like the numbers 22 and 23, and it just seemed like odd, like he was randomly picking those numbers or something. And I took note. I remember thinking, is something happening February 2nd, February 3rd, like 2 2 or 2 3? And I just registered in my mind, and I hear these people talking about, you know, Groundhog's Day, and there's the whole ritual of the Capitol and its ties to. I don't want to get too specific because I don't know the validity of it, but yeah. So I'm almost. I think just how things work these days is if we are seeing things and we think this is happening and we expect this to happen, then the storyline to keep us like you got to like look at everything that's out there as a movie. Some of it may be real, maybe none of it's real, I don't know, but a movie, it let and then act like we are part of the actors, I guess. We're like the improv actors with no script and they're the ones with the script, but we're really the viewers in this analogy. So we're viewing their movie. They're not going to do what we expect them to do. So I feel like the more people that expect blackouts, EBS, mass arrest, that it's going to it's more and more unlikely to happen that way. Not to be preachy like God way, but like not that I'm just going to say what I know in my life personally. Whenever I put expectations on something, I lock up. I have extreme anxiety. Expectations throw me into like a tailspin of problems. If people expect things of me, or I expect, put myself at a standard, it doesn't happen that way. And we are in a point where I think that's the blending of the, how do I say this? Um, I don't want to say blending of a timeline of, but it's just the energies that we're in. There's no room for fear, and expectations are a form of fear because you're saying, well, if this doesn't happen, then we have to be humble. We are humble enough to know we are humans, that we need to concede that, like, we don't know what's actually best for us. A lot of times, ever have these problems that come up in your life and you're like in despair and wallowing and oh woe is me type of stuff, and then you come out of it and you say, well, you know what, I'm a better person for it. I have so many examples of that. And people would say, well, your shadow and side and your subconscious side is attracting that into your life, that problem into your life to solve that problem. So I'm just getting at the fact that, um, yeah, expectations is one of those things. It's just, if you're gonna, if you're expecting like it has to go down this way or else, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen that way. We are being asked to become better people. We are being asked to remove fear. So expectations, they will get us. Trust me. It happens in my life now all the time, and for good reason. I probably would not be alive if, you know, life didn't react in certain ways. Losing job, losing money, losing health, and I have become a better person. I have transmuted a lot of dark shit. And there's, of course, the biggest of all is ignorance. I still don't know why I'm here. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know. So there's a lot of ignorance. And I think that is one thing all of us humans have in common. We don't remember, who we are from higher up or past lives, whichever. We're just like a little goldfish in a little fish bowl. That's what I feel like we are. We don't know our past or future, and we're just there. And I it does, and that's the lie. It feels like there's much more, and we are much more. So yeah, we as a collective humanity have a lot of dark shit together to get through, because um that's on a collective level. And it is on a micro level as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, that it's not going to happen the way anyone expects it. Because, so the best way is to just have faith, find what that means for you. It's something I can't put into words anyway. So you got to find the faith that, and at the end of the day, it's a thought, it's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's a way of being, it's an other dimensional thing I can't describe, but it's this faith that good things will happen, because uh, they do. Once you release that fear, once you release those expectations, something will come out of left field you won't even comprehend and understand, but it'll be for the best. Because then you'll know you don't know what is best for you. Something else does. And that is the question you have to ask yourself, I suppose. What is looking out for me? Is it my soul, higher self, future self? Is it God? I don't know. But, and that's how I've become more humble. So just wanted to tell you.